Hi all, we are final year students from Oxford College of Engineering, Computer Science and Engineering. Our project is Smart Teddy Bear System. We are 4 members involved in our project, that is myself Kirtana and Kopuri Vasavi and Mauziba Reza and Pooja. I would like to thank our guide Sushma ma'am and our HOD Dr. C.H. Naidu sir. They both have given their valuable time to complete our project successfully. The main objective of the smart ADBS system is in society there is lot of attacks on kids, either physical or sexual harassment. Using the smart ADBS system, we can protect kids. We implemented the smart ADBS system using technologies, machine learning, Python programming, Android, J2EE, and MySQL database. Now, I am going to handle over to my team member, Mauziba, so she'll explain hardware parts. That is, how Raspberry Pi, Teddy, speaker, microphone, and camera work together in our application.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohazba Tanveer Raza. I will be explaining the demo of Smart Teddy Bear system. This is our Teddy which will be connected to this Raspberry Pi. There is a camera over here which is on, and this is the speaker. This is the mobile app. So I will log in into the mobile app. Okay, and then when I इसको ऐसे पकड़ना, when I press on view photo, so the photo has come. Now view video. So the video is been requested. It will be just of 10 seconds video. So you can see the video now. The teddy is moving here and there. Then next part, when I send message hello, so the teddy will so the teddy will say hello. The speaker is working from Raspberry Pi. So the speaker can sing rhymes and poems and songs so that the baby can be entertained. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kirtana. Now I will explain how the teddy will capture the image of the kid. First, I'll explain auto capture. So in this first we'll import PyCamera, then we'll import time. When the teddy is ready to take the picture, it will print the message as about to take picture. Then we will call the PyCamera function. In the while loop, the condition is checked whether it is true or false. If the condition is true, then it is further processed. The teddy will capture the image and it will be saved in the home directory as a.png. Once the capturing is over, it will send the message as picture taken, then time.sleep function is used to delay the execution of the program. This is all about auto capture. Next, I will explain about capture. There is a difference between auto capture and capture. In auto capture, it is automatically triggering image capture when the device is in stationary. Whereas capture is, it will take some time that doesn't want to be grabbed. So this is also similar to the auto capture. It will capture the image and that will be saved in the home directory as a.png. Then at last we will give the sleep function to delay the execution of the program. This is all about capturing. So next I will tell how the socket connection is established. First, we have to import all the functions. After importing, we'll create a socket with socket function. Then we'll bind the socket to the address using bind function system call. Inside the bind function, we will add all the address which consists of port number. Then we will listen for connection with listen function system call. Then we will accept a connection with accept function system call. Then we can send and receive the data. While sending the data, we will first define it as def, followed by the word send, and followed by the function. In the function, we have to give the name of the file to be sent. Then we have to give the buffer size of the file, then also the host number, port number, and name of the file so that it will be sent to the server side. Now I'll be explaining Python programming source codes. First is baby cry prediction. So if the baby cries for the longer time, this algorithm is used to predict whether the baby is really crying or not. So if the baby is crying, it will send the signal to the Raspberry Pi board. So if the prediction is 1, it means that the baby is crying. If the prediction is 0, then it means that the baby is not crying. So this algorithm is basically used for prediction. Next, this code is used for training and testing the data. First, we have to import all the library functions into this. Then we have to train the classifier. After training, we have to test the data. So basically, our data is divided into training data and testing data for the accuracy purpose. So this will give about how the kid will communicate with the teddy and how the teddy will respond with all the rhymes and everything. This is all about training and testing. So now I'll explain machine learning and Python programming part. First, I'll explain about SVM. In the Smart ADBS system, we used support vector machine learning algorithm. So, support vector machine learning algorithm is one of the most popular learning algorithm which is used for classification as well as regression problems. However, primarily it is used for classification problem in machine learning. Why we use support vector machine learning algorithm is to detect face, image classification, and text categorization. And these are the system hardware and software specifications. First, software specification, we use Python and we use operating system which is Windows 10. Then we use library function which is OpenCV, Librosa, NumPy, scikit-learn and Pickle. We use simulation tool Anaconda, Navigator, IDE, and hardware specifications are used processor, RAM which is 16 GB, and the system type is 64-bit operating system, and we use hard disk which is 500 GB. Next is the main goal of SVM. The main goal of support vector machine learning algorithm. The main goal is to create baseline for decision boundary that can segregate n-dimensional space into classes so that we can easily put the new data point into the correct category in the future. The best decision boundary is called hyperplane. So this is how we find the hyperplane. And there is also prawns and cones. Prawns is it has good accuracy. It works well on smaller, cleaner data sets. It can be more efficient because it uses subset of training points. But cons is it is not suitable for large data sets. And it is also less effective on noisier data sets with overlapping classes. Thank you.
Myself, Vasavi. I'm going to use Java J2W JSP technologies to design smart teddy bear system web application. In this web application, we designed various web pages like home page, admin login page, add content page, display page, file upload page, and many more. Using this web application, admin user can log into application and he can add all the contents to MySQL database. We used MySQL database is store all the information. MySQL is centralized database. Then coming to admin.jsp, using this web page, admin user can log in into Teddybear application using username and password. Using username and password. Then coming to admin homepage.jsp, admin home then coming to admin homepage.dsp, this page displays various options to admin user like subject line and add content lines. Then coming to add content.jsp, this page is used to add content, various content like rhymes, subject informations like mathematics, science uploading rhymes. SQL database is to store all the information. Name of the name of the database is steady. Name of the database is steady. It's having various table like admin, file upload, register. Admin table contains file like create table admin, username varchar default null, password varchar 67 default null, close brackets. Create table file upload. ID int 67 not null auto increment subject varchar age varchar file varchar content varchar. Then coming to primary key ID close bracket. Then create table register. Then uh, first name varchar first name varchar middle name varchar C name varchar SC name varchar standard varchar age varchar latitude varchar, S longitude varchar, password varchar, email varchar, alt, altitude varchar, all longitude varchar. And coming to public class database connections. Database packages contain all the information about database related Java files like database connection Java, database connection Java, file upload Java, send message Java, and many more. Database connection Java using this file, we can connect to database. File upload Java using this file, we can upload various audio files like rhyme, mathematical, many scientific formulas. Then coming to send messages Java. Send messages Java. Using this Java file, parents gets SMS notifications. Then Teddy package. Capture image Java, text speech and Java. Teddy packages contains all the teddy bear related Java files like capture images Java, text speech Java. Capture images Java. Using this we can capture images. Then text to speech Java. Using this Kit can talk with Teddy. Now I am going to run the project. Yeah, this is a home page. This is admin page. Here we can user can admin and give password and he can log in. After login, it will go to subject home page. In this add subject, add content page will be displayed. Select subjects like rhymes, mathematics. We can select. Age limit is 4 to 10. Age limit we can up. We can
Six.
This is the conclusion of our project. This project helps both parents and kids. This will help parents to work peacefully in office without taking any tension about their kid, and also it will help kid to learn things fast in a smart way. This is a future enhancement of our project. The Smart Child Safety Wearable can be enhanced much more in the future by using highly compact. It provides parent with the real-time location, surrounding temperature, UV radiation index, and SOS light, along with distress alarm buzzer for their child surrounding and the ability to locate their child or alert bystanders in acting to rescue or comfort the child. For developing our project, we used these IEEE papers as our reference. It helped us to complete our project efficiently. Thank you.